Hey guys, what's up? Green Machine Sam back with another roster update, and today we are back on Madden 21 as, of course, because NFL free agency is high underway and there's a lot of stuff to update you guys on. Now, remember, I do not have every free agent released, and I do not have any draftees right now. I'm not putting draftees into the roster and fucking up everybody's franchise mode because some people want the draftees a little earlier, plus it fucks up their contracts anyway, and they're coming off contract before the rookies that were made by EA come off contract. So it doesn't make any sense. So first, what you're going to do is, of course, head over to the settings tab, this little gear over here, go to share and manage files, and you guys are going to want to go to download community files. Luckily, my Madden's actually working. For the past couple days, I had to try to upload or go into download or just really anything. I could get into connected franchise, and I was playing other games like Rainbow, GTA, and even Star Wars Battlefront 2, no problem, but for some reason I couldn't go into download or share my files, so it was really difficult to try to get around it. I'd have to try multiple times. If you guys really want to find my channel, well, my stuff easily, just go over to roster. We're the 4th most downloaded roster as of right now. The Madden 21 roster update should say my username's Green Machine Sam. I don't know if the Oakland Athletics picture will show up or if it'll be something else. But then here is my little description, of course. So remember that. And you can download it. Now, if you've already downloaded it before, you will have to re-download, and you will have to overwrite it as my file if you want the same name. If you don't want the same name, you can name it whatever the fuck you want. You can name it EA Sucks for all I care, you know? You can name it EA Sucks for all I care if you really want to. I don't care. It's up to you. The error might occur, just try to re-download it, and you should be able to get it. Then you guys want to head over to load and delete. Some people have not done this, and it does fuck up your shit. It doesn't let you load in the roster. I've had some people say, well, mine didn't load correctly, and none of the stuff's updated. Well, yeah, you probably didn't load the roster then. You probably just downloaded it. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but, like, come on now. Just follow the steps, get it done, and then you guys can head into manage and see what's up. You have Andy Dalton on the Bears. You have Trufant on the Bears. You have Christian Jones and Jeremiah Tachu. You can move these guys around if you really want. Now, here's a couple things that are important to note. So I know a team that definitely has some on is these filler players. If it says GMS YT, and if they're a very low overall, it's because I had to fill positions. Had to fill positions. That's something that you guys need to listen to very carefully. I know there are players on certain teams that are low overalls. And hell, I've had to move tight ends to play center because of releasing. So I had to move Trent Sieg to left guard because I had to release Richie Incognito for a little bit. I know I need to re-sign Marcus Mariota to the Raiders. I'm trying my hardest to get contracts correct. Like Kevin King only has a 1-year deal. But to do that, I have to go in, put him as a kicker or punter, or put him as any position where his overall will drop below a 60 overall, release him, re-sign him, move him back to the position, and hopefully give him his correct number. I've had to do that with multiple players. I've had to do it with Jamarcus Joyner. Had to do it with multiple players. I am trying my hardest. I get it if I don't get certain things right. But here's the thing, I cannot control money. If you want contracts realistic, you're going to have to go in and do that yourself. Yes, I know injured players like Bud Dupree and Eric Fisher are not on the correct teams or even not in free agency. Here's something I kind of wanted to ask you guys if you guys want me to do this. I can go in and I can make basically a duplicate of Bud Dupree. It'll be a created player, but it will be a duplicate version of him. All the same stats. Well, all the same attributes, all the same, whatever. The only difference is he won't have his, career stats, and he won't have his image. That's basically the two things that they will not have. I can go in and do that, but then you're losing out on that stuff. I don't know if that's very important to you or not. So I can go in and do that. I don't know how many injured players are stuck on teams. I know for the Saints, I know they still have Kwan Alexander because he's injured. For the Steelers, Bud Dupree. For the Chiefs, Eric Fisher. So I did go ahead and make Kyle Long. He's not perfect, but he's as good as he's going to get for the most part. I put him at right tackle. He's played right tackle. He's been an all-pro at right. No, not an all-pro. He's been a Pro Bowl at right tackle, especially since they still have the doctor coming back and Andrew Wiley. I don't know if you guys want them at guard. Joe Thuney's at left guard, and Eric Fisher is at left tackle. Mike Remmers is at left tackle as well. So these are easy fixes too. Like it might take like 10 minutes to do when you get into a new franchise. Release Eric Fisher from the Chiefs, trade Dupree to the Titans and give him a bigger contract, and release Quan Alexander and all this and that. So yes, there are filler players. There are players moved around. It's not a perfect roster. I'm not sitting here saying it's a perfect roster. I'm not saying everything's 100% accurate. I'm not saying it's the best roster out there, but it's very, very good, and I'm trying my hardest. Now, numbers are not going to be correct as of right now. I don't know what numbers are going to what players. I don't know what's going on with all that. So you guys are going to have to give me time. That's not my number one priority, though. My number one priority is getting players on teams. Like, for example, Dante Moncrief. I didn't even know he was still in the goddamn league. Is on the Texans now on a 1-year deal. Now, if I can't find contract details, I'm more than likely going to put him on a team for a 1-year deal. Like I said, not every free agent is here. I don't want to oversaturate the market. That is one thing I don't like doing. That's why you don't see, players like Colin Kaepernick still at quarterback. Now, there are 3 retirees at quarterback: A.Q. Shipley, Jason Witten, and Mike Iupata. These are my 3 most recent retirees that I had to put in. So, there's that. Josh McCown at kicker. I'm pretty sure he's retired. Isaiah Wilson, I think he's done with football. I don't even think he's going to get another chance. He might get another chance if he really wants to come back, maybe in like the CFL or maybe a team that's just desperate for O-linemen at this point. But when you can't show up to workouts and you're, showing up late to everything, and a team took a flyer on you, does that really, our other teams aren't going to really sit there and say, hey, we'll take a flyer on him? Cyprian, I haven't seen him play in a while. I don't think he's doing anything. Penn, he was always a decently high overall tackle that would just come in and like fix an O-line for a team for a year. Darius Geis, his legal troubles. Vance McDonald's retired. Cameron Wake, he's 38. He's not gonna. He's just gonna slow down the progression of somebody else. That's another thing I don't like, is when all these old guys stick around. I was even contemplating doing guys like Clay Matthews and Jabal Sherrard. I know Jabal Sherrard played last year, but getting rid of Wesley Woodyard, Nigel Bradham, Jake Ryan, Vontez Burfict, Alec Ogletree, Mark Barron. A lot of these guys I was thinking about getting rid of them because then it wouldn't slow down progression of other players. Eric Berry, I think he wants too much money to come back. TJ Ward wasn't very good when he left, and I don't think he's gotten any better. Pouncey Twins, Drew Stanton. I'd much rather have one of those backup roles go to one of the young guys in free agency. Same with Matt Moore. Marcus Gilchrist, I don't think has played in 2 years. He's 31. I don't think he's getting any better. Costanzo retired. Earl Thomas, I think he has too many off-the-field issues right now to even be considered for a team. Phillip Rivers retired. Thomas Davis, Drew Brees. Kaepernick just fucks up the league. He either goes to the Broncos, the Bears, or just one of those teams, and he instantly makes them a Super Bowl contender and instantly wins the MVP. Like, I don't know what's up with this Colin Kaepernick. I know when you go to sign him, it says congratulations, which is kind of bullshit, but whatever. I like the dude. I like what he did, but it's just stupid how EA is treating that. Greg Olson, another one. If I missed any retirees, let me know. I know Weston Richburn has technically, there's rumors that he has played his last down in the NFL with that recent hip surgery, but I do have extra backup filler players that I'll just use for trades or whatever in here as well. So, like I said, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. So, I don't know if I explained myself very well in this video. Hopefully I did. I tried, like I said, I tried my best with contracts. I tried my best to keep up with players. If they re-sign, because I know like somebody like Jordan Willis just recently re-signed with the Niners. I think he only got a 1-year deal as well. If they re-signed and if they were in the last year of their deal like this, where it says years left 1, I just left him on the team. I figured it's not going to make any big of a difference, and their money's probably going to be better than what it was. So, because I know, like, for the Bears, with not bringing back Trubisky, letting Kyle Fuller go, and Andy Dalton and Desmond Trufant's money not being correct, I know they have like $29 million in cap space, which isn't correct. I know the Saints are another big one with, Taysom Hill's contract. I didn't see anything on Jameis Winston, so we're just going to leave him as B. And like I said, there are players that fill positions. So like when I went to go get Alex Amara off the Panthers, I just decided, hey, fuck it. The Panthers are going to get Michael Burton in return because you got to run a fullback anyway in Madden, which is kind of stupid anyway. But like I said, I'm trying my best right now. I appreciate the support you guys have been showing on my roster updates recently. They've been going insane. We're climbing still at like 531 subscribers right now. It's amazing. 72,000 views on the channel. I appreciate it, guys. I'm trying my best. Not everything's going to be 100% accurate. Not everything's going to be 100%. There are some other players that I'm considering getting rid of, like Pierre Desir, Morgan Burnett. Terrence Mitchell was supposed to be on a team, wasn't he? Yeah, he fucking signed with somebody. Just guys like that I don't think are really going to be playing. Quincy Enunwa, Wesley Woodyard, Ted Ginn. I know Ted Ginn played last year. Clay Matthews. Rashawn Jenkins signed somewhere too. I need to get him on the team. So I need to look up a couple players here. I did get Joe Flacco to the Eagles as well. And if you guys are still on Madden 20 and watching this, like, oh, when's his roster update going to be for Madden 20? It's coming out. It is. I just have to focus on the latest game because that is going to get me more views. And I know that's shitty to say that, but it is a game of views. I am trying to, do my best at YouTube right now. So I'm going to take into consideration which ones will get me more views. And Madden 21 makes more sense. Plus, it's the game I play. So, kind of have to do it. So Madden 20 will be coming out within the next couple days, if not tomorrow. So yeah, I got 3 players that I gotta do. I gotta do Rashawn Jenkins, Terrence Mitchell, and I have to do Marcus Mariota. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching. This was last updated at 3 a.m. on the 24th. I'm probably gonna go to bed here soon. So thanks for watching. I appreciate the support, and I'm out. Peace.